Just when you think you've seen it all, you run across a page called Raw Chicken Experiment, where a dude is eating raw chicken every single day and then washing that down with a couple raw eggs until he gets a little tummy ache. And as of me recording this, he is now on day 7, so I just want to show you a little taste of what he's doing.
Do not try this at home. Follow me to see what happens.
This man doesn't care what came first. It doesn't matter if it was the chicken or the egg. But if we were to use this video as a guide, it'd be the chicken and then the egg. The chicken he's eating is so raw that it just got done crossing the road. And undoubtedly at this point, we can confirm that this guy also is allowed into the salty spittoon. There's no argument to be made there. Like, this is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he goes from just eating raw chicken and washing it down with eggs to making a sriracha and raw chicken smoothie. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I'll save you the part where he actually drinks it, but in the caption here he says, "Please don't copy this. It may seem like a meme, but it's also possibly dangerous, which is why it's gaining attention. Today I made a Jim Bro smoothie. A choothie." And he also says in his bio that this is a science experiment, but I gotta bring up that science has already proven that it's dangerous to eat raw meat, that there is a lot of risk involved. So you don't have to prove that to us, like, we'll just listen to the scientist, but I guess he's just really dying to know. And that's also, I guess, how we're going to figure out if the raw chicken experiment actually succeeded, I guess, because the goal is for him to get a tummy ache. So if he just stops posting and dies, then the experiment's a success. And now, when I first seen this, I thought it was just, 7 days of him eating raw chicken, maybe for like some clout, some attention on the internet to get some likes and whatnot and some views. But then I seen there was a link in his Instagram description to a YouTube channel that's called Raw Meat Experiment, to where he's also uploading his chicken eating videos, expected. But I decided to dig a little deeper, get the magnifying glass out and get real close to the ground and see what's going on, do a little bit of digging. So what I did was click the oldest button here, and this dude has been eating raw meats for 2 years. 2 years. He started out by eating raw meat outside of Whole Foods every day until he dies from bacteria. And he went from day 1 all the way down. We keep scrolling and we finally make it to where he stopped at day 67. But he didn't die from bacteria, so I guess that challenge is a failure. You can say that he didn't succeed in that challenge because he's still alive. He just transitioned from eating raw meats outside of Whole Foods to eating raw chicken in what appears to be public spaces. So to me, this guy just seems like an absolutely unhinged version of Liver King. Like, he just loves eating raw meat. And he even did like this little experiment I seen. He has another Instagram for his like other name, the Raw Meat Experiment. And he did like a 14-day challenge of only drinking raw milk. And this was his post on the final day. He looks absolutely miserable. Day 14 of 14 raw milk only experiment. He says overall review of the diet is a 9.2, but look at his face. That is pure misery right there. That dude is not enjoying his life. That is not a 9.2. You look absolutely defeated, man. You look like you can't wait to actually eat a whole food again. But as I just kept scrolling through this page, he posts some memes. It's all revolving around raw meats, if you couldn't tell. That's this whole dude's identity. It's what he lives to do, is just eat raw meat. But he also did this, where's it at? Where's this experiment? I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Here it is. It says day 670 eating raw meat every day so my tapeworm doesn't get mad. And you may be thinking that 760 days seems crazy, seems like an unrealistic, like a made up number on this video. But you gotta remember, we just looked at videos on his YouTube channel where he started eating raw meats 2 years ago. And 365 plus 365, that's 730. So day 760 of eating raw meat every day so his tapeworm doesn't get mad, that seems very realistic. At this point, he could not be a man anymore. He could just be an actual tapeworm. The tapeworm could have taken over and is now just posting on Instagram for him. Like, it genuinely, that seems more believable than an actual human sticking to this diet for 760 days. And I tried to understand the method behind this madness, you know, what led up to this man only eating raw meat, raw eggs, and then drinking raw milk. Like, I didn't understand what would push someone to have a diet like this. And the only thing I could see was this little before and after post from June 1st to June 30th saying that he doesn't lift weights or use a gym, and he only has a few outdoor hobbies. And apparently he did all this just by his raw meat diet. But then again, you could also make the argument that his tapeworm is just getting hungrier. It's growing up to be a big boy, and it's eating all of his weight away. But yeah, this guy is an absolute menace to society. That's all I can say. You know, he's not dead yet. Over 2 years of doing this. All I can say is that if he does end up getting a tummy ache from these videos, at least on day 7, it's probably because he didn't properly wash the broccoli before he ate it. That probably is a big factor. But man, I don't know. I don't know. He's been doing this for like over 2 years. So either eating raw meat isn't particularly terrible for you. This guy might just be immortal. He might just have an iron gut. He's impervious to tapeworms. Or maybe the tapeworm, the parasites already took over, and they're trying to market towards people to make you think that eating raw meat could be good for you. And they're just trying to, you know, take over every human on Earth. There's a lot of possibilities and really no for sure answers. All you can do is really look at this and kind of like scratch your noggin, because he doesn't really seem to have a reason to be doing this besides the attention he's getting on the internet for it. Which, if that is the only reason, it's kind of sad. It's kind of dumb. Either way, I think it's dumb risking, you know, potentially getting parasites or getting sick, or just the potential risk that are involved with eating raw meats and raw eggs and all that. So I'm very conflicted between calling this guy an idiot and supporting him all the way. You know, I can't really figure out which side of the fence I'm on. But other than that, I guess I'll just catch you in the next one. And people are questioning his motives, but I think he might just be trying to become a superhero like Salmonella Man or Parasite Man.